Nas is going to be bringing the hip hop classic Beat Street to Broadway in some kind of musical adaptation. So it says here,
Mhm.
this would be Nas marking his first venture into theater. It says Nas joined the creative and producing team for this musical adaptation. He will be working closely with a team of experienced producers to adapt the film for the stage. Arthur Baker, who co produced and composed music for the original film, is on board alongside Michael Holman, an associate producer of the original, and Richard Fern. Nas will help expand the original soundtrack with new material, aiming to capture the film's authentic hip hop essence while introducing it to a new audience. Um, and that's the second film adaptation thing Nas is doing as of late. We didn't speak about it. I was waiting till it came out, but Nas is also helping with an album adaptation, a hip hop album adaptation of the movie Warriors.
Okay.
So Nas seems to be getting into a very different bag as of late, where he is doing a lot of things with film and
Mhm.
converting it in other means, other forms of media. Um, and I think this is cool because it is giving the new or the younger audience um, access and another vantage point
Mhm.
of something really old, something that is, yeah, sure, a cult classic, but also just something that some shit from the 80s, right? Like, I mean, what's wrong? Why you made the face? Both things are from the 80s, no?
I was gonna, I was gonna quote a song, and then I realized I don't think we're allowed to quote that anymore. So it's fine. Please move on.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's really cool that Nas is doing that. Being able to take something old and make it new, I think is always cool. Well, not always cool. I think sometimes that's cool because yesterday I said they should leave Rugrats alone, so
You did.
I'm not gonna contradict myself. I think when you can
Mm-hmm.
shine new light on something in a positive way, it's good.
Yeah.
And I think giving it another form of media, another way for people to consume it, is a cool way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because you're able to put your own spin on it. Um, so I think this is really cool. Beach Street is a classic. Hip hop heads know it. And I think it's another cool way to kind of follow in Alicia Keys' footsteps and bring something from our culture into Broadway.
Yeah. I think that's cool. Yeah, I did think of Alicia Keys when I saw this, um,
Mhm.
because I know what she's doing out there right now, and I agree with you. I think it's a good look for the culture to get some more presence on Broadway. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, Nas seems to really be leaning into his interests in film and production. I remember us talking about not what you were just talking about, but I remember us talking about how he's going to be collaborating with, I think it's an athlete, if I remember correctly, on doing his story also. So I think that's pretty cool that he's getting into that. I guess I never really realized that that was something that he was interested in. Um, he's come a long way from Belly. So,
Yeah.
it's not the thing that I when I think of him, I don't think of film. But I think it's pretty cool that he's dabbling into film now. And you know, he must have some he must have good vision, or he must be impressive when it comes to film. And the reason I say that is because people seem to trust him enough to get involved with him with these projects. So I'm really curious to see what comes out of it. Um, because you have to get people on your side in order
Right.
to get these things greenlit. And in order to be involved with these things, they don't just, you don't just say you want to do a project like this and it comes off the ground.
Right.
There's a lot of work involved and a lot of time involved in getting something greenlit. So I think it's pretty cool, and I'm excited for him.
Yeah, me too. He's done a lot of things as far as like co-producing in film. I remember years ago he helped with like a Mike Tyson doc. He
Mm-hmm.
co-produced, and then there was another sports doc he was involved in years and years and years ago, way before we were potting.
Well, I
Um,
stand corrected because I didn't know about those things.
oh, that's okay. I only know because I saw the things, and that's what I was about to say. But those things were not largely promoted. His involvement in those projects were not largely promoted.
Hmm.
Where these things, it is being largely promoted, and he seems to be a lot more involved. And I think that's cool too. Like I know with the Warriors project, he is working directly with the person who created Warriors.
Okay.
And so, as you can see in this other venture with Broadway and
Hmm.
Beach Street, he's doing the same thing. He's involved with the original creators of said project.
Yeah.
Um, and so that's really good. My device is about to die. 1 second. Yeah, so I think it's interesting that I think it's interesting that he's able to link with the original creators of these things and create some kind of mutual understanding, mutual footing where they're able to see the same things and want the same things and create this new rendition of the original content.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool.